Hey, welcome back. This is Race Craze. This will be the Diecast review of Ryan Blaney's 2017 Darlington throwback scheme. Um, Ran it at Darlington. It's a Kyle Petty throwback, and yeah, so we'll get into it. We'll look at the box here first, and then we'll get on to the pretty car. Darlington box. They ran these for any of the Darlington cars. One of 829. Darlington logos on the back and on the sides. Got a little tear in there. That's disappointing. I really like this car, so I hope I can keep that box from having any issues. But picture of the car there, standard finish, and that's your standard box. So on to the diecast. Set up my camera here. So down the left side, focus in. There we go. Down the left side here, it's the throwback to I want to say it's a 90s or late 80s Kyle Petty scheme. You see Kyle Petty up there on the name rail. We've got Monster Energy down the side here. There we go. Monster Energy, the Silver Bullet, Coors Light Pull Award. The old school contingency sponsors, which is kind of a neat thing. 21, Classic Wood Brothers, and it was nice that they dug out a different non-red and white scheme this year, so I really like this one. That's why I had to get it. Kyle Petty, American flag, Monster Energy winner sticker on the top there on the name rail. Down the back here, quick lane, and then the nice blue backside here onto the ethanol ring. There's a little, I think that's a bit of the tail light stretching around past the ethanol ring, which is kind of weird, but you know. Gotta get that Lionel touch. White Goodyear tires, or white Goodyear Eagle logos. Monster Energy banner on the windshield. Ford Fusion front end. The Fusion nose, or the grill is just a decal, as they all are. There's no shape to it, though. It's a very rounded front nose. So, I mean, kind of wish they could add some accent to it, but I can understand why not. That's why they won all the restrictor plate tracks this year. Little did everybody know they have probably the most aerodynamic restrictor plate car of the three. Down the right side here, we've got the 21 Monster Energy, same as the left. And, you know, the paint scheme looks fantastic. I love the paint scheme. We got our short spoilers on there. Back window, we got Blaney up there on the, let's see, focus in here, we got Blaney on the windshield, and then back down here to the forward parts on the rear end with the short spoiler. So, as we open up, there we go. Red fuel cell, all the standard rear items for a, I don't know, plaque, arc, whatever they call it. Platinum, arc, I think they're the same thing. Roof flaps do deploy, or do, move, they open up, then you can close them as well. And then, of course, the hood, which I'm always very, very cautious with now because I had not an incident, but I had it was a scratch. It scratched the paint off by me digging my fingernail underneath it, and I could feel a little paint come up under my fingernail, and I got a little disappointed because usually you can just kind of stick your finger in there and pull it up a little bit, but now you got to poke it from the bottom just to be safe. So then we got the hood detail, or under the hood detail, just some, basic, nothing really changed. You got the black plastic there, and, what's supposed to be spark plug wires going over the heads, and, just kind of painted in stuff. Not a ton of detail, not a lot of hoses or wires, and I'd like to see them get a little bit more of that back, but, if I got to sacrifice that for paint quality, I'll do it. I don't have the hoods open very often anyway, so it doesn't change a ton for me there. But overall, the diecast is really, really cool. It's one of the best throwback pieces they did. This one, if they made the Matt DiBenedetto 32 car in platinum, it might give it a run for its money, but because it's only gold, I'm questioning the paint quality a little bit, because generally we don't seem to get good paint quality out of those different Gold Series cars. I don't know why the Gold Series seems to struggle so much. But yeah, I mean, the Ryan Blaney car, I would absolutely recommend picking it up. Ryan Blaney, his diecasts are hard to find. They seem to be rare almost every time he races one. So, pick it up, especially if you love the schemes and the throwbacks. This is definitely one of the top throwbacks of the year. again, there were a couple others that really gave it a run for its money, but this one was absolutely cool with the Wood brothers. And now that Blaney will be moving on, this will be a kind of a 1 year piece or 2 year piece for Blaney's throwbacks to have the Wood brother cars. So it's a great car. I highly recommend it. Give the video a like. Put something in the comments if there's any ideas for future reviews on any cars that I might have, or suggestions on the video. And we'll see you in the next review.